Wagwan lads, welcome back to the King's Catalogue. Today I have a wonderful game for you. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. That's right, it's literally wonderful. That's not me joking. And this game, only came out 3 days ago, so I've been playing it quite a lot. And to prove I've been playing quite a lot, this is my save file where I've 100%ed the game. I haven't just completed the game for this review, I've 100%ed it, so I know everything about this game. I have a true opinion, okay? I've completed it, I've done everything. I've even played more after completing it, which, reflects on how good the game is. Now, of course, it is a Mario game, so there basically is no story, but you don't really go to Mario games for the story. So this story is basically as follows. Everyone is happy till King Koopa, aka Bowser, pulls up. Bowser says, nah, don't like this, and tries to cause a rampage. This is all normal Mario stuff. And then Bowser turns into a Bowser turns in... Wait, what? Oh. Bowser turns into a castle. That's not normal. That's not normal for a Mario game. Bowser usually is just a turtle. He doesn't usually turn himself into the building. But he does in this game. Bowser is now a building, and it goes hard. And Mario goes on an epic, wonderful journey to save the residents of the Flower Kingdom. Now, who are the residents of Flower Kingdom? The Flower Kingdom residents are basically just like bulb versions of Toads. They look alright. I wouldn't say they're as good as Toads, but obviously you couldn't just have Toads in the Flower Kingdom. You have to have some sort of replacement, and I think it was alright for the replacement. But speaking of characters, we have a lot of them to go through. So Mario Wonder's characters are so good. You have so many to choose from. They are as follows: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Yellow Toad, Blue Toad, Toadette, Yoshi, Red Yoshi, Yellow Yoshi, Light Blue Yoshi, and Nabbit. That is a lot of characters to choose from. Granted, a lot of them are basically just recolours and reskins, but the more the merrier. More people like to play different characters, some people like different colours. Great to you. I support this 100%. And honestly, I just want more characters to play as. I love it. When I played this game, I mostly played Mario. I would generally say about 97%. And the only reason I only really played Mario is because the other week I got shamed for playing New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe as Toadette for the majority. So, not doing that. I'm just going Mario so everyone knows I'm a top G. The G stands for guy, Italian guy. I did try out every character apart from 2 of the Yoshis, but they're all the same Yoshis anyway. Nabbit's okay, he's kind of just easy mode. I played him with 1 level and I just didn't really see the point of playing it with him. Nabbit truly is for if you have your 5-year-old cousin coming over and you still want to play Mario and your family force you to play with him, just give him Nabbit, I guess. But if you're anyone above the age of 6 and have at least 4 brain cells, I would not recommend playing Nabbit. It's just basically a waste of time. But the characters in this game aren't actually too different from each other. I would say there's basically 3 categories. The first category just being the normal bog standard character, which Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Yellow Toad and Blue Toad and Toadette fall under, where they're just a character. They all play the same. It's just a character and it's just the normal abilities. Then you have Yoshi, Red Yoshi, Yellow Yoshi and Light Blue Yoshi. They're obviously in the Yoshi class, where they basically they can't use the abilities, but they still have the badges, and they also have their own special ability, which is the flutter jump, where they go and just like spin the legs. If you play Smash Bros, you know what I'm on about. And then a third category is obviously Nabbit's category, where he is just easy mode. But if you're thinking it's a bit disappointing that all these characters play the same, there is a replacement for the characters' playstyles. This is in the form of the badges, which are basically abilities you collect through the game, and these abilities do loads of different things. Like, you have ones that give you a second jump, one that can give you a grappling hook, one that just gives you extra coins. You get some that just choose your ability for you, and then if you use the expert ones, you get ones that are just terrible, like make you invisible, or all these random things. You can only use 1 badge per game, but the badges don't run out, and you basically just can use them as much as you want. The majority of this game, I use the spin jump, or whatever it's called. It basically is just like a second jump in the air. It's not the height of a second jump, it's just a tiny little extra boop. I found that to be really useful, as this game is quite floaty, and it helps a lot with that, where you can just get to points you're not really supposed to get to. If you're an MLG parkour master like me, you can use that in combination with loads of different things and just get to loads of spots you're not supposed to get to. But not in a bad way. In a way where it just makes it more fun. It's like you've discovered your own little secret. I think this is a good comparison to like Tears of the Kingdom, where you can just craft stuff and do 15 different ways to get across one shrine's bridge. If you just make your own way, you basically just have your own imagination to do it. And truly, this game as a whole is incredibly imaginative. It has incredible charm. It's a whole lot of fun. I had a great time playing it. I also want to throw out, I did try all the online features. I tried playing with a friend, and I also just tried playing on my own with the online, and I also also played just on my own with no online. All are fine. I didn't actually manage to play co-op as I've just not had the chance to have someone come over and play it with me, but I'm sure it is just as standard as normal co-op is, where it's just two people on one screen. But playing online with friends is good, as they are basically a ghost and they're playing their own game rather than playing your game, which I prefer. I like that I can go get my collectibles while they go get theirs and sort out this and I sort out that. It's really cool. Another thing they actually got rid of was the time limit on the levels, so while you're playing with your friends, there's no stress to actually do something. It's just there's a limited time, do what you want, fart about if you want to, do some dances, I don't know, just you can do whatever you want in these levels, and I much prefer that. Like, there's a lot of great things that this game's added. Like, I think there's a lot more creativity with the whole level designs and everything. Like in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, a lot of the levels ended up feeling recycled and just repetitive and uninteresting a lot of the time, and I think this game is greatly improved on that. It's actually surprised with how fun this game gets with its stage designs. There's one level, which is my favourite level personally, where you're basically going through the level with a bunch of singing piranha plants, and they do a little quartet for you, and it's lovely. I really enjoyed the level. It's so charming. It hit me there. It hit me in my love of music, okay? But there's those other great levels where you fly to space. There's ones where you become, you know, a ball of goo. One become a spiky ball. One where you become like a shell creature. There's so many ones. There's Goombas. You can become a Goomba. It's great. Now, of all this praise I've just given, I don't really have too many cons. I'm kind of nitpicking to get these cons, but these are the only things I could really think of. I thought the game was very short. I completed this game 100% within 3 days, and the only reason I didn't do it faster is because I was stopping myself so I could enjoy the game. Like, generally on day of release, I only completed the main story just on day of release whilst just casually playing. I wasn't even sat down actively playing. I was just playing as I would. You know, I was on call with my friends and I was just playing the game as I was talking, and I nearly finished the game doing that. And then when I went back to 100% the game, that probably just took me it took me 2 days, but that's because I was also doing stuff. So like, I feel like if you had 1.5 days of just actively playing this game, you could 100%ed it easy peasy without much issue. The only thing I would say that requires a bit of skill is really later on in the game, like really later on. I don't want to do any spoilers in this, as I like to keep my reviews spoiler free, but some of the final levels in this game get pretty brutal. And if you've 100%ed this game, you know exactly what I'm on about, you know what level I'm on about, and you know what I'm referring to. I fucking hate the invisibility. It's so annoying. And the only other complaint I have is I found the boss battles in this game to be very dry. The only boss battles we really had, and I don't think this is really a spoiler because it's not really spoiling anything. I don't know. I'm just going to say it anyway. Bowser Jr. is basically all the fights. And with Bowser Jr.'s new upgrade he's pretty cool for about 2 of the fights. And then you do another one. And then another one, and it's boring. And I'm going to throw this in with the boss battles as well. When you go onto an airship and you finish it, you basically go on a conveyor belt and you destroy the big Bowser head at the end by stomping on a button. It's not a challenge. It takes 2 seconds to do, and it's basically just a mission then. There's no actual, like, punishment at the end. There's no Koopalings, there's no big cool bosses. What I personally think they should have done is just do what they did in New Super Mario Bros. U on the DS. Sorry, not New Super Mario Bros. U. Blah. These games' titles are so confusing. New Super Mario Bros. DS. They should have done where they had these special bosses like the Monty Mole that was in the cannons, and like the Big Wiggler, and I can't even remember them actually. I've not played this since I was a little boy, but they had loads of these creative cool bosses rather than just having Bowser Jr. beat every single boss battle. But that is my only complaints for the game. Everything else is, like, to me, it's perfect. I think this is such an upgrade from the rest of the Mario Bros. Games that it's, like, so uncomparable. I saw people in my own personal life saying, it's just another Mario Bros. Game, why are you excited for it? The whole style has changed, the gameplay's changed, new abilities, new enemies, new levels, new level types. It's all different. And I love how different it is. I love how Nintendo actually had the courage to make a new Mario Bros. Game that isn't just a recycled copy of the exact same one over and over again. Because it's been doing that for so long. I'm so happy there's a new Mario Bros. Game. And I'm happy this is the Mario Bros. Game we got, because it's absolutely incredible. So to conclude, I think this game is wonderful, if you would pardon the pun. I can't think of a better game for the Mario Bros. Franchise, and personally, on the King's Catalogue, I'm going to give it a 9.5. The only reason it isn't a 10 is because of the boss battles and the game's length. I think they kind of do stop it from being the perfect game. The game was just too short. If the game was like another 5 hours, it'd be perfect. It'd be a 10. Even with the boss battles not included, it'd be a 10. I'd forgive that. So with all that said, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in another video.